Hi, everybody. Very warm welcome and good morning, Upendra sir and Shakra.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
How are you?
Yeah, going good, sir.
Hi, Rishika.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Rishika. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, so I think, Milita, I think we should get started since, it's 8 minutes past 11 and the
Right.
recording will be available anyway for everybody who wants it. So very warm welcome to you all. Thank you so much for joining us, Shakra and Upendra. And looking forward to this small discussion. Maybe we can quickly introduce ourselves since it's a nice small group. So just name, where you're from, and maybe you can tell us a little bit about your context, which context you're working in, and how you are hoping to start onetara Center there. So I can go first. My name's Tom. I'm originally from Australia, but here in Lucknow for about 8 years. And my context is I work in slum areas in Bastis here in Lucknow. And we have several informal education centers like onetara, where we are teaching a couple hundred kids how to read, spread out over a few different small centers, just running every afternoon, sometimes under a tree, sometimes in somebody's house, just in different community spaces in the slum. We're teaching reading, writing, and numeracy. So great to be with you today. And maybe Shakra, ma'am, would you like to go next? Can you introduce yourself? I'm not sure if it's possible to turn your video on briefly, but we'd love to see you as well.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Good morning. Yeah. Good morning, all. I am from Bangalore, though I am the director of an international school running in Whitefield. As well, I wanted to start onetara. Even though I started, I shared my some thing in my group also. So I got to around 12 to 15 students in unprivileged area. So I just started. Now the cooperation that what you all are going to support, that's the main thing. Whereas I have already initiated with my site.
Wonderful.
Even students are ready, few students are okay, and they're happy to learn something in free.
Wonderful.
That's my mission. I've started with the name of my son as I have shared the banners and all.
Yes, yes.
So,
Beautiful. So you're running it there in your own Nurture International School, like in the
not in
afternoon or
Nurture.
in a separate place?
Yeah, it's a separate place. When I went, no, the area is little underprivileged. The people
Okay.
work under the like mason on the field. They work. So they
Okay.
have one room rented, but in front of their rooms, only 5, 6 rooms, they have a
Okay.
shed there. So they cannot
Okay.
travel. Even I cannot take the all students to my school because it's around
Right.
10 kilometers far from the school. So
Right.
myself, I'll go and visit that place weekly, and I'm trying to get a volunteer from them only, at least two
I
of
see.
them to support during the weekdays when I'm working in the other. Actually, I'm working for the other school also as a counselor. Right now, I am
Okay.
in Chaitanya as a counselor.
Okay. Very nice. Thanks, Chakra ma'am. Great to have you with us today.
Yeah, yeah.
And let's cross to Upendra, sir. If you're with us, would you mind introducing yourself?
Hello.
Okay. No. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. A very good morning to all of you. So this is Upendra Kumar Shukla. Uh, I am willing to work in this direction, onetara school. I have not yet started. So I have joined this session to understand how to open what strategy you people are going to follow. I will try to understand all those things before opening the onetara school. How is it different from Nippon? What's the gap between all those things? Because government is also trying to achieve the same goal, though bays are different. So what's very different bays you people are trying? I will try those two in my area, nearby zones, in the slum area and like underprivileged children. So I would like to understand all those things and more means very important is how to accelerate the learning, means how to achieve it early. What are the tools and techniques you people are using to accelerate the learning? That's important to understand for me because it's the research process, ongoing research process, the quality education. So I need to understand all the parameters. And with that point of view and with that objective, I have joined this session. All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, Upendra sir. Great to have you with us. And sir, where are you from? Where are you based?
Uh, I am based from, actually, I am from Gonda district. I am living in
Okay,
Lucknow.
okay,
And
lovely.
I have worked for short span of time in your organization as well.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Wonderful. Great to have you with us. Thank you.
thank you.
Uh, Nilita, would you like to introduce yourself as well?
Yeah. Hello, I'm Milita Haldar. I'm working with Dr. Sunita and Tom out here and would love to, help you out in any way wherein, we together can definitely help specifically the underprivileged children to become literate.
Rishika?
Hello everyone. So my name is Rishika and I'm actually from Lucknow itself, but right now I'm studying in Delhi and I'm pursuing my major in economics from Hansraj College. And I'm actually an intern at Devi and I've been working with them for like the past 5-6 months. And I'm actually working specifically on the Vantara project. And honestly, the 5 months at Devi have been pretty great. I've learned a lot, and actually, along with my team, we've opened up 3 centers, Vantara centers in Lucknow. So that's about it.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Rishika. So I thought everybody today will just keep it very short since it's a nice small group, and just two parts to today's presentation. Firstly, I'll share a small PowerPoint, which is an overview of Vantara. This will be especially for Upendra sir. I think Shakra ma'am may be already familiar with this, but an overview of Vantara, what our goals and objectives are, how we are going about it. And then secondly, I'll open up the app itself, right? The website, the app, to show you a few of the technical aspects, how you can navigate it, and help you sign up if you haven't signed up yet. So without further ado, I'll just open my PowerPoint. So I hope is that visible for everybody? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
perfect. Great. So as we are all into education, we all know that changing the education system is very difficult. It's very important, but very challenging, working with the government especially. But if we are tired of waiting for the education system to change, we should do something about it ourselves. Rather than just complaining about it, it's vital for us to take action ourselves. And One Tara is one way to do that, to do some good deeds, some good actions ourselves. Now, the concept which Dr. Sunita shared is that all of us have loved ones who may have passed away, and we remember them, right? Now, in their remembrance, let's not just grieve, let's not just be sad, but let's do something positive for the future generation. So, in remembrance of those in the past, let's do something for those in the future. And it's like there's the Hindi movie, Tare Zameen Par. So kids today, especially those who are underprivileged, who are not getting education, they are like stars on the earth. So let's do something in the remembrance of the stars in the sky, our ancestors, our loved ones, for the stars of the future, the stars on the earth. So what does this mean? Our goal in Vantara is to provide free of cost literacy. So many of us, like Shakra ma'am, are also running other schools. We're running private schools or other centers, which we are charging money. That's fine. But in Vantara, we are keeping it totally free of cost. And the focus is definitely on the underprivileged children. We'll be using the alpha pedagogy, which I'm happy to share more about, but it's a very simple way of teaching how to read, write, and do basic maths. It's very effective. And as you can see in this photo, children are working in pairs. They're reading in turns, they're asking each other questions. It's very swift and effective. And it means that in just 45 days, they can learn how to read, write, and do basic maths. Yeah. So this is a pic from one of the Vantara that Rishika has been involved in CIS. So as well as the academic side, we are wanting to build the social side. So we want to help children, have a fun time, really enjoy it, and hopefully they get a taste for education, and then they can be mainstreamed within the regular schooling system. So some of these children may not be, some of them may already be in school, in government school, but many of them may not be. They may be beggars, child laborers, and we will be helping them to enroll in regular school. Shakra ma'am, could I ask you maybe at this point, the 15 kids that you have, do you know, are many of them already going to a regular school as well, or most of them are out of school children? Okay, maybe some internet issues there, no worries. But yeah, I'd be interested to hear from you, Shakra ma'am, about your audience of kids, whether they're already in school or not, because this is one of the goals of onetara, is to help kids who are currently out of school to get into the regular education system. So how are we going to do this? Well, what we are providing as the onetara team, we're here to provide learning materials. So we're providing this through an app, but you can also order hard copies of the materials if you want. These are the books here in the top left. We're providing online training like this session, and also there's many videos in the app which will help your volunteers to teach more effectively. We're providing assessments to help track the learners, their learning, providing certificates for the learners, and also banners and promotional materials. So we are here as a knowledge partner. We're here to support you with some resources. Your role is the much more important role. You are playing the key crucial role. You're giving your time for the teaching. Time is most important. In terms of location, maybe you are using your home, your workspace, your school. You're maybe purchasing learning materials. So you can, all of our learning materials are free in the soft copy, but if you want to print them, maybe you'll have to pay for the printing, and maybe also providing food for the children would also be lovely. So you're spending your time, your money, which is a really noble cause, a really noble endeavor, and your contribution is really crucial here. We're here just to support you in your endeavor. Yours is the main role. So we're on an online meeting, so I won't ask you to scan the QR, but this is linking to the app, which will be opening shortly. And that's the mission, right? We can teach anybody. It can be a girl or a boy, it can be a child or an adult. Teach anywhere. So teach anyone, teach anywhere, in the home, the slum, the street, the school. So the location is really flexible. If you have your own school, maybe you can run it there in the after school hours. Or like me, I don't have my own school, but I'm just teaching in children's houses or in an open area. It's also flexible in terms of the number. So you can start with just one child. You can go more than 100 children. It's very flexible in terms of the number as well. And the plan is to keep it really simple. So to just teach 1 or 2 hours a day, right? We don't want to have a long day, which makes the children tired or exhausted. So just 1 or 2 hours a day, starting with Hindi and numeracy, or in the case of Shakra ma'am, maybe starting with Kannada and numeracy. So in other words, the mother tongue and maths, starting with these. And then once after 45 days, once they've come up to speed there, then we'll go on to English and EVS, environmental studies. We have several levels available here. So foundational level, grade 3, grade 5, and after each level, there's a test, which then will provide a online certificate for the learner. And we also have a tie-up with National Institute of Open School, which will enable them to get a certificate from NIOS, a government certificate. So this will also be very useful for the learners, especially if you have any adult learners. So some of our onetara centers, they are catering to women who may not be educated. They are also trying to learn to read and write. So for them also, a certificate from NIOS will be very useful. So that's the conclusion of this part of the presentation, right? Which is the, why we are here, what is the purpose of onetara, and here's a thought to finish this with, that it's much better to light a candle than to curse the darkness. So we may be sad about the state of education, we may be sad about the millions of children who are not accessing education, but rather than complaining about it, let's do something about it. Let's light a candle. So thank you, Shakra and Upendra, for being there for this. And Upendra, sir, or Shakra, any questions at this stage about the onetara program, what we are planning here, what its goal and missions are? Any questions or comments at this stage? Oh, and also welcome. I see there's another couple of users have also joined. Shweta ma'am and another user as well. So very warm welcome to you.
Thank you so much.
And I'm not sure if you were able to be there for much of that, but if you have any questions at this stage, any questions or comments on, the goal, the mission of onetara, the basic plan, please do ask.
No, thank you. Not yet, but
Okay.
I'll surely put it in the group if I have some query related to the same.
Wonderful. Thanks, Shweta ma'am. Milita, Rishika, anything I'm missing at this stage? Anything you want to add about, the goal, the mission of onetara?
I think you covered all of the points that we needed to.
Same,
Okay.
same. This is what I also believe. We have covered a maximum
Okay.
of the points.
Okay, great. So then I'll go briefly then to have a look at the app to show you, what's inside the app. So can I just check with Shweta, Upendra, and everybody here? Have you been able to sign up yet on the OneTara app? Just a quick yes or no.
Already done.
Already done? Great. So some of you already have signed up, some of you maybe haven't, but I'll just step this through very quickly for the benefit of our viewers on the recording as well. So if you just see see my screen here, I've gone to onetara.app. onetara.app. So very simple URL. You'll see this website. You'll see it has a couple of tabs across the top. And if you scroll down here, you'll see many of the points that I just mentioned in the presentation, right? So this is the OneTara vision, is that we can teach anyone, teach anywhere, teach any number, right? OneTara is in memory of Dr. Jagdish Gandhi, and it's also in memory of whoever your loved one is. You can be starting it in remembrance or dedicated to somebody. Yeah, so this is these are the campuses that are currently running, which Rishika has mentioned. She's been involved in CIS and Bal Sadan, so several in Lucknow. And now we're just, thanks to the hard work of people like Shweta ma'am and Priya and Upendra sir and all of you, we are starting now in a few different cities as well. There's also a couple of nice videos here. I'm not sure who this is on the left here. A couple of nice videos explaining the concept of OneTara. And yeah, so this is the website, right? The website. And you can see here on the top right, there's a button login/register. So if you go here, if you click here, you'll get access to this. This is the app, right? Now, if you have not yet signed in, if you've not yet signed up for OneTara, then you can click on Start Now, right? You can see this button here on the bottom right. You can click Start Now, and here you will fill your name, email ID, and mobile number. You'll fill this, and you'll need to agree to the Devi Sansthan Child Protection Policy, very important, and you'll hit Submit. So once you do this, you'll receive an email. I think it should be almost instantaneous. You'll receive an email and with your login ID and password. And initially your login ID will just be your email address and your password will be your mobile number. So it's very simple. And that will be your start. And then you can change your password if you need. So here is my login ID. I'll just log in to show you what it's like. So once you log in for the first time, you'll be asked to fill in a couple of details about your school, your OneTara center. So, the location, the number of children. So there'll be that form there when you open the first time. I'm not showing you that because I've logged in previously, but that's a simple form you will fill in, and then you'll have access to this dashboard. Now, this dashboard, you can see here, there's several things available here. So most important perhaps is the OneTara books. So if you click that, you'll see there's all of these different languages available, right? So here's the main Hindi, English, and numeracy. And then you'll see there's also Bengali, Gujarati, Kannada, Konkani, etc. Quite a few different Indian languages. So I'm hoping that I think everybody here on this call, ma'am from Bangalore, here's Kannada, Hindi is here. So since I'm more familiar with Hindi, I'll just open Hindi to show you what that looks like. So here we are. So here the children, I'll just zoom in slightly, I think. Oh, yeah. So here the idea is they'll be using paired learning. The children will be using paired learning, asking each other questions and building from the pictures to the letter to the word. So for example, if supposing Milita and I are working on this, I'll be asking Milita for this picture here in the top left. Milita, ये क्या है? किस चीज की picture है?
ये सॉरी ये उल्लू है.
बहुत अच्छा. एंड उल्लू की पहली आवाज क्या है?
ओ.
बहुत बढ़िया. और ये किस चीज की चित्र है?
ये ठठेरा है.
ठठेरा की पहली आवाज क्या है?
ठ.
ओके, और दोनों आवाज जोड़कर क्या बनेगा?
ऊठ. उठ.
बहुत बढ़िया, शाबाश. So this is a demonstration. This is what the kids will be doing with each other. Or if you have only 1 or 2 kids, you'll be asking the child this question yourself. So you see these 3 questions here. Ye kya hai? What is this? Iski pehli awaaz kya hai? What is the first sound? And in आवाजों को जोड़कर क्या बनता है? What do these sounds join together to make? So this is the onetara Hindi book. It's available here for free. So if in your school you have some facility like a smart board or a projector, or even if you have tablet or a smartphone, if you're just teaching a small number of kids, you can use your smartphone. I've done this myself. Use your smartphone, open this book, and teach the kids easily with no paper. And they often enjoy studying on a mobile phone. So you can see this is the whole Hindi book here. And if I just go back to this screen, you'll see there's all of these different languages. So there's English here as well. So there's 1 page of instructions. This is very useful if you're new to this program. 1 page of instructions, and then it's the same process here in English, like we just demonstrated in Hindi. The same process. It's moving from the picture. What is this? What's its first sound? And what word do you get when you join these sounds? And one important thing to keep in mind in English is that we're using a phonics approach. So it means we are not telling the name of the letter like C-A-T. We're not doing that. We're rather focusing on the sound of the letter. So ka, a, t. We're not telling the name. We're focusing on the sound. So here are the books. You can see also there's the numeracy book. For numeracy, we would really encourage you to find some locally available materials to use as counters. So in the book, for example, we are giving the idea of ice cream sticks and matchsticks. So matchsticks are ones. You can see here, these are ones. Ice cream stick is tens. So ice cream sticks and matchsticks, but you can use anything else. You can use absolutely anything. So you can use leaves, buttons, beads, beans, anything you like, anything that's easily available for your learners. If you use these concrete objects, we find that children learn their maths much more easily, much more effectively when they're using these concrete objects. Now, numeracy, this is the Hindi version of the numeracy book, but I'm just going to put up, it's not up yet, but I'll put up the English version of the numeracy book here as well, so that you can access that too. And here are all of the other languages. By the way, I think Priya ma'am is with us now. Very warm welcome to you. You're on mute, sorry.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you
Very
for
good
joining us.
morning, sir. Sorry for joining late.
No worries, no worries.
Yes, sir.
We were just going through the app. Now, Priya ma'am, have you been able to log in and things on the app?
Sir, I did it everything, but I could
Perfect.
not get the mail.
Oh, you did not
and
get the
password.
mail yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me follow that up for you. I apologize. I thought that you must have received it by now, but
Okay.
Melita, can you just take a note of that to follow up, ma'am?
Yeah.
I don't know why she hasn't gotten her login yet. So there were some problems earlier. Now I've asked him, the guy, to make it such that you
Yeah.
get the email automatically.
Okay.
So yeah. So I'll check that. Anyway, so if we just go back here, you'll see, okay, so we looked here at the books. Now you'll see here in the videos, these are some training videos, okay? So these are
Yes.
also all available on YouTube. They're all YouTube videos, but this is, for example, this is how to teach addition using the alpha method. So you can see it's small here. I won't use the sound, but you can see it small, or you can make it full screen, and you'll see this. I'm not sure who this ugly person is giving the presentation, but it's so you can see here, we are stepping through an addition problem, right? So here the problem is 28 plus 15, and we are doing a demonstration using this animation. So here the ice cream stick is 10 and the matchstick is ones. So 28 means 2 ice cream sticks, 2 tens, and 8 ones, and 15. So we're giving a demonstration of this. So these videos will be useful for your volunteers, anybody who is teaching with you using the program, or you can watch it yourself as well. So this video steps you through very easily how to teach addition using the alpha method. Then there's another video for subtraction, multiplication, division, and there's lots of different good useful videos here. So for example, this one is talking about the steps of an alpha classroom, right? This one is looking at, so for example, random pairing, how we make pairs in the alpha classroom, and so all of these videos will be useful for your volunteers, and we'll be uploading new videos here as well. As we make new videos on training different concepts, we'll be uploading them here. So going back here, we've seen the videos. Now then there's more reading materials for practice. So there's role plays, there's storybooks. Storyweaver is a very nice website by Pratham. So this links just to that website, where here there's a lot of different books available in many different languages. So for example, we can just see here, this, yeah, it's a very lovely website, and it shows all of these freely available thousands, tens of thousands of books in all different major Indian languages. So once your kids have learned to read using the Alpha books, then they can easily access a big repository of different levels of reading materials. And here, finally, we have also the promotional materials. So for example, here is a banner. You can view it. Okay, so this is the banner, and you can download it, you can print it, so you can easily, promote your school in your context. This is a brochure which you can print and share with your friends. This is just the, the onetara vision, mission, what we are trying to do through onetara. Okay, so that's the basic dashboard. These are the kind of the most important things. Just to show you a couple of more things you can do here. So here you have student. You can see in the left here, there's all these different tabs available. So with student, you can add the different students who are in your program. So I think ma'am was sharing earlier that she had 15 students. So she would be clicking this button here on the top right. You'll be adding a student. You need to fill in a few details, fill in the student's name, right? So let's say the student's name is Rani, date of birth, 1st of January, 2010, female, whatever, right? So we just fill in a couple of these details. We hit add, okay. Yeah, okay, hit add, and the student has been added, and then you'll see that student is here. So there's Raj, Rani, and so forth. So these are just dummies for me. Now, the advantage of adding your students here is then when you can track their attendance, you can track their progress easily. So for example, if I hit my, this was on the bottom left here, you can see attendance, right? And you click take attendance. Sorry, I need to select my program first. So onetara grade 3, I hit take attendance, and oh, apologies. I need to add, yeah. So once I hit take attendance, I'll be able to take the attendance of my different students and say, okay, they were present on this day, they were absent on this day. So it's like like your attendance register hard copy, but it allows you to keep track of it online easily just on your app. Similarly, you can track the students' progress, their learning progress. You've also got a dashboard here for your teacher attendance. So if you have different staff, you can click here and track your teachers' attendance records. Yeah, so it's a pretty simple app at the moment. We're adding a few more features as we go. We'll be adding some games, some fun, interactive activities here as well very soon. But the most important thing here is just if we go back to the academic dashboard, right? These books and videos will be very useful. The videos for training your volunteers and the books for teaching the students. So yeah, that's the app. Now, apologies to Priya ma'am, who hasn't got the login yet for the app. I will work on that again and ask him to get that sorted out. Any other questions so far about the app? Anybody else who's facing any difficulties with it or who's been able to use it already?
Actually, I would like to ask, like, if now the books, if I get the printed form
Yes.
also,
Yes.
or digitally it is there, but if I want, I can have the printing also. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So how to, by seeing the videos, I could come to know how to start with the class. This is now
right.
another thing is on the day when we are going to launch the things. So we have to elaborate all the things which are there, like how
Yes.
the class will be now, and it will be only for 45 days or it will go on more.
Yes, yes. So thanks, ma'am. The couple of good questions there. So firstly, the printed books. So we are providing the online, the soft copies of the books for
Yes.
free. The printed book, unfortunately, we can't provide for free because we also need to cover the printing costs and the postage costs.
Okay.
So it's not built there yet, but you can see here there's an e-commerce thing at the bottom, right? So
Okay.
very soon that will be available there, where the books will be showing here. I think it'll be some pretty small price, like maybe 80 rupees or something per book, including postage. So you'll
Yes.
be able to order the books here. For now, we're just building that part of the app. But for now, if you require any physical books, you can just let us know. We'll send you the bank details and you share the postal address.
Yeah.
We'll post them to you.
Okay.
Yeah. So please do let us know. We'll be able to send those. So to answer your other question, you are asking about the launch of onetara. So
Yeah.
I would suggest when you launch it in your context, you need not look, the technical side of this is not that important, right?
Okay.
Look,
Okay.
you can see that this is a little complicated here. There's all these different tabs. We are still building part of this, right?
Okay.
So I think don't worry too much about this, right? The
Okay.
main point is the books, right? The books and the teaching style, which I think
Okay.
if you watch the videos, you will have an idea of the teaching
Yeah.
style, which is that it's paired learning, it's very fun, interactive, activity based. So that's the
Okay.
main thing. So I would suggest when you do the launch, don't worry too much about, showing people this app.
Fine.
Mainly do a couple of activities with them.
Okay.
So especially if the parents come, that'll be really nice. So, one of our favorite activities you probably know is the clapping and snapping game. So if you've done it already, so here a clap is worth 10 and a snap is worth 1. So you can play that game. There's many other good games you can play from the books. So I would say just do a few games, a few activities, and motivate the parents, motivate the children on the importance of education, why they should come every day. I think these are the important things for the launch. The technical side of the app, I'm going through today with you because it's important for
Okay.
you, but it's not so important for them. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. So, ma'am, when are you hoping for the launch? Because I know it was delayed once or twice, right?
Yes. On
Yes,
15th, we were going to start on the
yes.
in the month of October.
Oh, yes,
Could not.
yes.
And 14th was Children's Day. That day
That's
we
right.
have to do it, but could not do it.
No
But
worries.
we are planning after this, either 18th or most probably after elections are there
Yes,
in
yes,
our place. In Maharashtra, there are elections. So after
yes,
20th of the elections and all, we can have the
yes,
launch. So
yes,
probably in this month, in anyhow, any date, we
yes,
are going to finalize. I was waiting for this only, so I
yes.
could get the clear ideas ki how to go
Okay,
with it.
okay. Yes.
Right now, actually 15 students we got, but 7 to 8 students are present.
Okay, right,
And
right.
rest them after they have not yet joined from Diwali vacations. They are going to their
Sure,
hometown, so they are not there.
sure.
So the thing is, with how much students we can start this?
Ma'am, it's the slogan is, teach anyone, teach anywhere, teach any number. So even if you have one child, it's still very valuable to start. And if you have 100, that's also great. So number is no foundation.
Okay. Now it is like in one place, we can have a number of schools like this.
Definitely. So
Can
in
we?
Lucknow, yes, definitely. In Lucknow, we already have four of them going. So yeah, definitely. Because I
Mhm.
think most cities in India, there will be a lot of kids who are out of school
Yeah.
or who need this type of program. So yeah, the more schools, the
Today,
better.
while the campaigning, I was nearby
Mhm.
my districts, my place, Parbhani. Nearby,
Mhm.
some villages were there. So I was having the campaigning of election with my friend. So I could
Okay.
see number of students are living in the tent.
Yes, yes,
Beside the roadside, there were tents, and I just thought I went there, and I thought this is the where I could get the Vantara students.
definitely,
So
definitely.
so that's what I was asking ki if it is nearby villages, can we start?
Yes, absolutely. This is a very important target group. Children who are living in tents, children who are begging, children who are child laborers. These are exactly the type of audience that we need to reach through this program.
Fine.
Yeah. So
Uh,
thanks, Priya.
thank
Thanks,
you,
ma'am, for your
thank
for
you,
great efforts. Yes, sir.
thank you so much, Tom sir. You have very well explained all the things.
Okay.
But the very first requirement is about Vantara school is infrastructure. Of course, we will
Yes.
provide infrastructure, but some
Yes.
tools and techniques like computer, smart
Yes.
class type things
Yes. Yes.
attract those students, and those students
Yes.
also deserve those
Yes.
facilities, right?
Yes. Yes.
So I just would like to tell you that one thing that is going on from government sides, like
Yes.
it has actually started through Project Kayakalp, you know, June 2018, and its
Okay.
limit is up to 2026 to achieve these goals. So they have identified actually gap and how they have developed the infrastructure at this stage. Like I am telling you, toilet were not well there in the government school, so they have decided
Yes.
to go through Panchayati Raj, and then
Yes.
boundary walls will be made by Pradhan, Gram Pradhan, right there, local leaders chosen by the people in the democratic system, and tiles was not there in the school. Students are used to sit on tatpatti, so
Yes.
that is done through CSR.
Yes.
The government is also converging all those people
Yes.
to get the best infrastructure, and the pathways is done through Manrega, the biggest scheme. All those means Panchayati Raj, Pradhan, CSR, Manrega, and converging or especially toilet, especially that is done through Panchayati Raj, special toilet through differently abled child. You know, you will find because we are not giving them uh, enough nutrient. They are not very rich, you know.
Yes.
So
Yes.
they are not very much capable of grasping all the things. So they
Yes.
need tools, techniques, as well as need nutrients, as well as they need some, you know, computers, some all those things. So these requires funding. I mean,
Yes.
without money, it's not
Yes.
possible at all. So
Yes.
at this
Yes.
is the very first stage that at infrastructure development. So can be do at a small scale level if you know group of peoples contribute few amounts of money for this good cause. It would be better to develop some infrastructure. Suppose
Yes.
one big computer, if I put for the poor children, they deserve the
Yes.
same facilities uh, which the you know rich children deserve. So
Yes.
that should
Absolutely.
be. I think people should contribute in those things. And second
Definitely.
thing, let's go into second stage when once infrastructure is there and the students, children are coming to study, then they have to go through. We have to go through actually the content as well as
Yeah,
tools and techniques. The content
Upendra
you are
ji,
providing. Yes.
Upendra
Hello.
sir, I would like to interrupt here. See, we are right now only focusing upon this aspect that right now not dream of a
Big.
bigger ideas. Let us start with very thing very common. You don't need anything else. You don't need computer. You don't need projectors. You don't need extra anything. You have a mobile. Take up your mobile, register, start with one kid instead of visualizing big things. That's the main problem, because of which we are not able to achieve that particular goal that for which we are striving for. Because from the very first step, we try to design the idea with so much decorations that we are not able to achieve that goal.
Yeah.
That's the main problem. So I would like to suggest you don't, plan out very big things like, you're saying about panchayat. It's good ideas, but let's start with one student who is near to you, whom you can reach out with just your mobile. Start
Yes.
and gradually you will pick it up. Go to
Yes.
the to your
Yes.
neighboring areas,
Yes.
come together
Yes.
and make them.
Yes.
That is what I feel is what
Yes. Yes.
we read.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, Milita. And Upendra sir, I also like your ideas, and you're very correct that infrastructure is important, toilets are important. Um, I think we are going to build this aspect of Vantara as well is a crowdfunding campaign. So this is not there yet for us, but we are hoping to build a crowdfunding campaign so that friends, family members, relatives can donate to this, like you are saying, to help provide nutritious food, to help provide infrastructure, so forth. So we don't have that yet. If you are able to ask your friends, relatives for donations to help support that, that's wonderful. We'll be building this crowdfunding campaign soon. But like Milita said, I agree. Let's not wait until we have the perfect, right? We need to start with what we have, and we can build from there. But yeah, thanks, Upendra sir. Good suggestions, and we'll definitely be working on this as well. Yeah, yeah.
One thing I also would like to suggest.
Yes.
This is the system we want to literate the children up to level 3, I think. So
Yes.
there is if we look into the urban areas, especially we are living in the urban areas or rural areas. So BSc is responsible for class 1 to 8, and DIOS is responsible for 9 to 12, and for higher education, of course, independent almost, and BEO also involved in that, Doc Education Officer. So if we can take help from them also, there are so many, funding already budgeted in the government budget, if we will look into it. And they
Yes.
will be happy to provide that, because it is in their mission also. So we could approach to them, I think,
Yes.
and all those things
Thanks,
could be
Upendra
done.
sir. It's a good suggestion, and definitely at Devi Sansthan we are approaching the government. We are working with the government in many districts. So I would encourage you, definitely in your context, approach the BSA, approach the BLOs, ask them for support in this. One idea which we are doing here in Lucknow is we are using the infrastructure of a government school. We are using it after school hours or on Sunday. We're using it as our onetara center. So definitely, I think the government will be willing to support. It's a great idea to approach the BSA and
They will
other
be willing to
initiatives.
support. They will be happy to
Yes,
even support, because they
yes,
have to also achieve the target,
yes,
till
yes,
26. So if they
yes,
achieve before, they will be
yes.
happy, I think. There is
I
no
agree. Yeah,
problem.
good suggestions, sir. Very good suggestions. I'm just thank you, Sudhish ji, for also joining us, and Bansari ma'am. Any other questions or comments from Sudhish ji or Bansari ma'am? I know you haven't said anything yet.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, I am trying to communicate with our government B.Ed college principal, and trying to get their students start this type of school. So once a proper MOU is done, then they have agreed to understand the basics of this program and allot task so that they can work closely with out of school children.
Wonderful. Sudhish sir, which
Yeah,
district or which area are you from?
I would
I am
like to introduce Sudhish sir.
Oh yes,
Sir,
please, please.
give me the pleasure to introduce you.
Sure,
He is
sure.
from Samagra Shiksha, from Chhattisgarh. He attended our recently concluded Ed Leadership,
Okay,
event. So he was here, and he is a great enthusiast about education and literacy. Thank you, sir, for
wonderful,
joining, sir.
Thank
wonderful.
you. Ma'am.
That's great, Sudhishi. I really appreciate your efforts there, and we are so excited to have you. And I think this is a wonderful initiative for the DL-Ed students because it will help them to become such better teachers in the future when they join government schools. If they start this by practicing with out-of-school children, then this will be really helpful for their future career as well.
It will work
Yes.
like Skill India, sir.
Yes, that's right, like Skill India. Yeah. Wonderful. So I think we're almost at the end of our 1 hour. But so just to remind you, I'm putting the link in the chat, which is onetara.app. So if you haven't been able to sign up for that yet, please do go and sign up there. And I will work on those remaining technical aspects to make sure that Priya ma'am gets her login and everything. But thank you so much. Really all the best, Priya ma'am, for your launch. And also
Thank you, sir.
Sudhish ji, as you're talking with the college, the DL-Ed Students College, and Upendra sir, as you're talking with the BSA and raising government support. All the best. We wish you very well for this initiative. And we are here with you, right? Every step of the way. Any issues, any difficulties you're facing, please let us know. We'll be happy to help however we can.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody. Sudhishji, Bansari, Upendra sir, Rishka and Milita. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thanks.
we'll see you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, get back to me, sir, so that I can do it fast.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Good day.
Thank you.
Good day, sir. Good day.
Good day.
Thank you, Sudhir sir, for joining.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.